Hi, it's Leslie. It's a great pleasure to be with you all today. I'm Leslie Strachan. I'm an award-winning trainer, coach, and author. I'm also a Jack Canfield trainer in the Success Principles, and we're going to explore one of those principles today, which will move you closer to help you to achieve the goals that you really want in your life. If you don't have a copy of Jack's book called The Success Principles, I'd highly recommend that you get a copy. If you want a free PDF, then please do feel free to email me at the end of this session and I'll send you a free copy. Otherwise, you can buy one on Amazon. I've been using the Success Principles since 2012, and during this time, I've discovered my purpose in life and also discovered the steps I need to take to achieve anything that I want to. So, I guess if we're going to look at this principle in any great depth, we have to look at who you spend the most time with. And this relates to success principle number 25. And as Jim Rohn famously said, we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. And there's definitely some truth to it from my perspective. The people we choose to surround ourselves with are key to our development and success. People can encourage us, motivate us, and push us to improve, or they can hold us back. They're naysayers and negative Nancys and keep us stuck where we are, saying things like, oh, you'll never be able to achieve that on your own, or you'll never live without me, or why would you want to do that? That's stupid. So that's 3 things that I've heard in my lifetime. So what is the Ain't It Awful Club? These are people, and it might be you, and it has been me, who go around and are pessimistic about everything. And you might say something positive, and they're, oh, but you never know. They also blame others for just about everything. And they have this victim mentality. It's poor me, things will never be right for me. It's awful. Isn't life awful? And you get into this mix of people whereby I call them, they're part of the Ain't It Awful Club, and I don't want to be part of that anymore. And you might not be. There's always somebody moaning and blaming and complaining about absolutely everything. And in some instances, that's absolutely fine. We live in a democracy. Everyone's entitled to opinion. But do you have any of those people in your life that you think, oh, okay, I won't bother doing that then because XYZ said I wouldn't be any good at it, or anything like that. Just think of one thing where somebody's actually holding you back. Now, there's loads of reasons why people stay around negative people. And I've had that happen to me because there's a familiarity about it and there's a comfort zone. You know what to expect. And people tend to gravitate towards what's familiar and what's comfortable, even if it's not necessarily positive. And the second part of this is low self-esteem or self-worth. These sorts of people think they deserve the negative treatment they receive. They might internalize that negativity projected onto them and feel that they don't believe in better relationships or positive interactions rather, and that's rubbish. The third one, although there are loads and loads of reasons, is dependency and fear. Some folk out there might stay around negative individuals just to a sense of dependency. This could be financial, emotional, or anything else that you care to mention. This has happened to me when I stayed with somebody for a very long time. And in the end, after I'd done the Canfield course, I decided, enough already, I'm moving on. What I got from that conversation after we talked about it with this other person was, you'll never make it out there on your own. You need me. And at which point I thought, no, I don't. And off I went. So I think in a previous video I'd said, It's not going to be easy to change. Sometimes you're going to have to persist in the face of obstacles, and no amount of planning or forethought can be predicted. Sometimes you'll encounter what seems like overwhelming odds. I can't give up my job because I've got a lot of debt to pay off. But this is about you and your mindset, because the only person who can do anything about this is you. So you have to change, not the other person. So here's a number of ways that you can drop out of the Ain't It Awful Club. And to be more self-aware and to do personal development is one way. The second way is to choose the company, the people that you spend the most amount of time with. The third one is about self-awareness and how you transition from one place to the other, and how you set boundaries with these people. Don't talk to me like that. I'm not having that anymore. Fourthly, you can practice gratitude. What are you grateful for right now? In amongst all the horribleness, practice some gratitude and redirect those conversations. When you find yourself in a negative conversation, try and steer it away to something more positive, so that you can see yourself having more positive experiences from those conversations. So you can also engage in positive activities. Fill your time with things that bring you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of accomplishment. Stop doing the things because other people want you to. You could also practice mindfulness, because even if you spend 60 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it doesn't matter, but it makes you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings in that present moment, and enables you to catch yourself saying those negative things. And I want you to try and track this on a day-to-day basis. You can also limit your exposure to people and or things that you don't want in your life anymore, such as negative news and social media. Stop trawling, God's sake. It's absolutely no use to anybody most of the time. And instead of doing that, instead of listening to the critiques, instead of reading messages that aren't that helpful, take care of yourself. Look after your own well-being. Go off and have a bath if you've got one. Stop trawling through the social media. And if you lead by example, i.e. with your kids, with your parents, you might actually inspire other people to come along with you. So if you do those things, this is your choice and you have to take 100% responsibility for it. You will start to feel more power, more strength. You will be more proactive. You will be more responsible for your choices. Your mindset will change into a more positive one. Don't forget, it takes time. That will propel you forward towards helping you to get towards your own goal. But it's something that you need to do every single day. And people around you will start noticing. Smile more. Don't be negative. Drop out of the Ain't It Awful Club. So what I want you to do now, or when you finish this video, is look at the people around you. Think about them. How do the people around you impact you and your results or goals? Put them into two columns, negative and positive. In the negative column, start to spend less time with them. In the positive column, try to spend more time with them so that you get this ease of transition between the two. So are these people around you negative or are they positive? Spend your time with positive, uplifting people, and spend less time with people who do not uplift you, who critique your social media comments. Don't bother watching the news half the time. Just pick up the headlines just so that you're aware. Otherwise, we just get into this spiral of negativity, and you might have found yourself doing it. So as you go through these videos, I want you to be aware of your thoughts, your attitudes, and your behaviors. And each time you have a negative one, I want you to stop yourself and think, is this of value to me? Or is this getting me towards the goals in the future? and think about how you can change that. And what I'd really like you to do is write me a message in the comments below or send me a DM and let me know how you're getting on. So thank you so much for joining me for this weekly moment workshop. If you'd like to book an exploratory call, please do on Calendly, so that we can talk about how as a coach, I might be able to help you. Or you can go straight into booking my life coaching course on at Thinkific. You'll get tons of videos, tons of exercises to do. You'll get me as your personal life coach. Hooray! And the course is quite long and in-depth, but it is bite sizes of interactive and engaging learning. By the time you get out the other side, you will have a very clear direction in your life. You will have a vision board. You will have a goal sheet, and you'll be able to change these behaviors and move towards those goals that you really want. It's such an exciting place to be. So again, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.